score with his left foot, his wrong foot. He can score with his right foot. He can score from distance. He's probably the best poacher now in world football. He can score with penalties. And if you stick it in the box and hang it up there, he'll go and score with a header. And he might even score with a free kick. So if you think about impact of a player and you think about what is the greatest player of all time, and I've never really answered this question with great things, but you just look at these stats here. You know, his right foot, just going to choose this one. His right foot is obviously the majority of his goals, but that is a phenomenal amount of goals with his wrong foot. It's an outrageous amount of headers, absolutely outrageous. So many goals inside the box, but a lot outside the box. Penalties, again, a massive amount of penalties, 125. Hat-tricks, free kicks. And it actually took me to a point by how we were going to discuss Cristiano Ronaldo tonight. I do think that he would be the player in the history of football that I've watched that I would bring off the bench if I thought I had to have someone win a football match for me. So what does that mean? To me, I think in answering that question that I was asked by a gentleman this morning on the way in, I do think he's the greatest football player that has ever lived. Now, he's shaking his head with that. I do think he's the greatest football player that's ever lived. That is not a bias, that is me just looking at answering that question of who I think I would want to trust to win me a football match most, in the most different ways, who is the most complete player. Now, if you add to that, just let me finish, if you add to that, the fact that, you know, you've got Ronaldo and Messi's, sorry, just look at Messi's goals and Ronaldo's goals, because it always comes back to this. And look, there's no doubt that Messi scored an obscene amount of goals, is a ridiculous player. And it's a little bit of a hypothetical question. But Ronaldo, the two big differences for me, or three big differences.
Because it's incredibly similar.
It is. Apart from the wrong-footed goals, the headers, which Ronaldo scored 4 or 5 times more,